Take a good look at this logo. The newest member of the Ohio Valley Conference has joined us, the Lindenwood Lions. And I am really going to have to use my notes now, gentlemen, but that's okay. Jed Stugart joins us, head football coach. Kai Ross in the middle. And I had to line them up, too, just for the record. And Cade Brister. Cade and Kai and Jed. I'm going to have a hard time with that. Welcome, gentlemen. Glad to have you here.
Good to be here. Absolutely excited to be here.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to round robin. We're going to bounce back and forth. And so maybe if there's time left, we'll tell some stories on Coach. That's just for you two now. Jed, welcome to the conference. Talk a little bit about kind of Lindenwood's journey into the OVC, kind of how involved you were with it. Just take us through that whole process.
Well, I don't know how involved I was with it because, I've been here 6 years and, when I first got here, there was rumors and people would ask me all the time, hey, we always hear your guys are going Division I. I remember our conversation with our athletic director at the time, our president at the time. I didn't really feel like, that was really something that had a lot of validity because I'd hear these rumors. But then all of a sudden, I think just the timing and with some new leadership at Lindenwood and with our president, Dr. Porter, kind of seeing when that invitation was given, it went really fast. So I can't say I can't take a lot of credit for. I sent out some questions and sent out things to people to say, hey, this would make sense because I think it's a good footprint for us. So. But it went really fast. It's been a great history of Lindenwood when football started, and went from NAIA to Division II, and now Division II to Division I, all in the span of about 10 or 11 years, which is pretty fascinating.
A lot of the decisions, both personnel, staff, monetary decisions, have those kind of been made sequentially with this kind of move in mind?
Well, I think number one, what I'm really excited about is our president, starting with our president, is understanding the commitment to this move. I think listening to his coaches that have been through transitions like this is my third transition, and the commitment to support and do the things that you need to do to make this transition smoother and easier, and having a chance to be more successful. And they've committed to that, and that's why I'm very excited about this, and I think they understand that. And having leadership that understands that makes this a lot more exciting.
Kai, you're supposed to give me the standard answer, and that's okay. But kind of your thoughts about this transition into Division I. Did it catch you by surprise? Is it something, again, to Coach's point, things have been circulating, there's been talk about that, but when it really happened, were you like, oh, wow?
Yeah, I think you hear a lot of things with moves like that. There's always rumors out there. I found out at work. I don't really check my phone, and then next thing you know, we got like 50 texts going, are you guys going D1? So it's definitely exciting, but it happened really quick. Done a great job through the transition. It's been fun.
Cade, your thoughts on this change?
Yeah, so I think just initially, Lindenwood's just a great campus. And, a lot of people, Coach Stugart has a mega camp that goes on, and just people will come in and be like, wow, you guys have a gorgeous campus, and it's huge. And I think, it was kind of in the back of my mind that it may be a possibility. I didn't think it would happen while I was here. But now that it has, it's just been really exciting to see, how our coaching staff can get things together so quickly for us, and how our players have been, really responsive to just the new setting that we're getting put into. So yeah, it's definitely very exciting, like Kai said.
I'm going to stick with the quarterback for just a moment. Did you always desire to be a Division I quarterback?
I just wanted to play in a program with a great coaching staff and a great culture that had a winning culture and won football games. Never really cared about the level. I know, a lot of recruits out there were so hyped up on that. And I think just coming in with a great culture to make me a better man and really mature and grow up through college a lot, and doing it the right way, and watching, men like Coach Stugart teach me what it means to be that way. And then on top of that, very competitive. So winning football games definitely up there on the list as well. So I've never really thought about it that much. I'm very excited in my senior year that I have the opportunity to play Division I, absolutely, and such a great conference. But I just wanted to play for a great culture that wins football games.
Kai, what about you?
Back in my heyday, I was once a Division I quarterback. I redshirted though, never actually got on the field. So I'd say that was the dream. it'd be a little off if it wasn't the dream. But I've really found a home here. I mean, when I came here, playing Division I, Division II, Division III didn't really matter to me. Kind of like Cade said, like I found a family there in St. Charles, and I really appreciated that.
So how does a guy from Colorado end up in a St. Louis suburb?
Oh man, it's because it's been quite a journey. About 5 or 6 states or moves, and so. But we've found a home here. I mean, there's no doubt. When we got here 6 years ago, not even knowing this move, we instantly found like this could be a landing spot. With the excitement of when we took over Lindenwood and the potential there, and now especially with this transition. So it's been quite a journey. And looking back now, you kind of realize you might not understood why things happened at the time, but now looking back, you realize everything was orchestrated and makes complete sense.
What has changed for you, if anything, in terms of staffing and your preparation in this move to the OVC?
I think because I've coached at every level now. I've coached at the D1 level, FBS. I've coached FCS, at NAIA, D2. I think people always think that when you move up, you got to change all these things. I've always kind of thought, I think we have a formula that we're going to stick with. We've added a couple coaches to our staff. We've added some support. That's what I mean when we talk about the commitment from our administration. But to be honest with you, we're going to keep doing the things that we do. I think if all of a sudden we started changing all these things, I think it would resonate with the players that were panicking or all these things. I think you do what you do. You have to adjust to some things just with rule changes and things. But for the most part, we believe in culture. We believe in the things that we do and I don't think we're going to change that much to it.
St. Louis is known as a high school basketball hotbed. You probably put Memphis in that mix as well. So how do you recruit in and around the area? Is it the greater St. Louis area? Kind of talk about your recruiting strategy.
Well, our strategy when we got here was there wasn't a lot of St. Louis kids on our team when we took over this program. But I realized, we emphasized recruiting the St. Louis area. I think we were just talking about this last night. We have over 50, almost 60% of our team right now is probably within an hour or 45 minutes from Lindenwood. So yes, into St. Louis, there's so many great football in and around St. Louis. Cade's just up the road, 15 minutes. And so we've made that an emphasis, and we are the Division I team of St. Louis now that has football, and I think we're not going to we're not going to move away from that. It's fun to add the outskirts and the areas that we're recruiting, but St. Louis is going to be our home base, and we're going to protect our backyard.
Yeah, that's a great point, and I'm sure being the only Division I football program in the greater St. Louis area, I don't know whether to call it a metroplex or how you phrase it.
Yeah.
Is that something that you speak to recruits about?
Oh, without a doubt. I think when Cade mentioned the mega camp, I mean, I think the fact that you have, to have 2,000, prospective student athletes show up at your facility to do for a mega camp, and it's not a Lindenwood thing. It's the fact that the talent in St. Louis to have this many, over 300 college coaches come. It says a lot. They're coming here for a reason. That's because there's great talent in the St. Louis area, in the metro area like you're talking about. So, I think actions speak louder than words. So, like when local recruits see our team and they see other kids that they know and they've grown up playing football with that are at Lindenwood, I think that does help, and we definitely speak to that.
Cade, let's go with you. Expectations for this team for this season. Are you gathering? Tape is a bad word, but are you gathering film's a bad word too.
We still say film.
You still say film. Again, it's an age factor kind of thing. So we'll go with Coach.
We talked about it on the way down here a little bit, and me and Kai being seniors, it's really important to us to just really set a true foundation in a new conference for our younger guys and leave it better than we left it. And I think it's very important. Obviously. We can go over goals and different things, but on our schedule right now, week 1 for us is Houston Baptist, and we're really focused on a good football team and flying down there and enjoying that weekend. But yeah, just for us, I think just setting a new foundation and culture, because everything's brand new to everybody, in our program, and setting it in a way where our new guys are set up for success after we leave.
Feel any pressure being a quarterback that's been highly successful and now making this move?
No, I've had a great opportunity at Lindenwood to play with a lot of great football players, and they've set me up for success and kind of took me under their wing when I was younger, and I've been very blessed in my opportunity here. So, there's no pressure with you got a lot of great guys around you.
People in the media like to talk about Kai, about experience and playoff experience, and you hear pontificate about that a lot. But I do want to ask you that question because you've got that. Lindenwood has that. You've got that, and now you're kind of bringing that kind of mentality to the OVC.
I think a lot of that is just building confidence for the future. I mean, before I got here, this team played in the playoffs, won a playoff game, then lost in the second round. We got here, made it to the playoffs, lost in the first round. If anything, it leaves like a salivating taste in your mouth, like I always want to get back here. And if that's something we can pass on to the next generations, then that's going to be even better. I mean, I don't think there's anything better than playing in a playoff game. And it's something that's going to drive culture forward because you want people to compete. And if they don't feel like they have anything to compete for, then I don't think they're going to play as hard.
In terms of scouting teams in this conference, again, only 18 days now. No, I think it's the 8th, yeah. How do you approach that, Jed?
Well, I think we're so conditioned to, every year you're getting game film in, we all of us coaches are doing the same thing. I think it's the difference is you're got to familiarize yourself with new opponents. We've been a little battle tested with this. This is my our third conference in 6 years. So the last conference came in, you gather film, you get familiar with the team that you're going to play, and then it's all kind of the same, the same strategy, the same techniques you use to prepare for opponents. I think it's just now you're just football's football. There's 11 guys on. A lot of us are doing a lot of the same stuff, offensively, defensively. It's not like you go in each week with something totally new. That's why I was saying, like, a lot of stuff doesn't change. You're just having to, and for us, we've done this a lot going into different conferences, and so this is kind of new. This isn't super new to us. Every year, even at Lindenwood, we always put an FCS team on our schedule. We played South Coast State last year. We played Eastern Washington. So I don't think they're going to be a shock and awe of stepping up. We know the level of competition that we're going into, that things ratchet up. But our guys have been pretty familiar with that. And playoff football is pretty good. I mean, I think, playing teams like Grand Valley and Northwest Missouri, and I think they've been in that arena. We take a humble approach, but, you never fear an opponent, but you definitely respect them. That's what we're going to do coming in this league.
But playoff football in November in St. Louis, it might be a little bit of culture shock to Southerners at this conference. Warning, major, your major and your aspirations.
So I graduated last December with a history major, minor in education, and then I'm pursuing a master's in leadership education right now. That'll finish up in the fall.
Coaching?
I hope so. Yeah, I really want to get into it. I'm really hungry for that. Hopefully get on a great staff, Coach Stugart.
Kai?
I also graduated in the spring with a history degree, and then this fall I start my leadership master's program. I also want to coach.
Coaching.
Yeah.
Did you influence these decisions?
Oh, no, man. They influence me more. You get to know these guys and the character and leadership, and I probably learn more from them than they learn from me. Blessed by being surrounded by great guys like this.
And that's been the theme with a lot of coaches today. It's really, really, really is heartening to see that. Thanks to all three of you. We'll see you in a conference town nearest here real soon.
Thanks, Bob.
You bet. Lindenwood, the newest member of the Ohio Valley Conference, and we wholeheartedly welcome them. And Coach Jed's got a speaking appearance here in a little bit too in the main ballroom. Should be interesting. I don't know if the national media is going to grill you or not. We'll continue with the Ohio Valley Conference